What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Macy again, back with another video. I have to quickly say another thank you to everybody who left the cool comments on my last video. It's great to be back and I appreciate you all. Okay, so what's on feet today? These are obviously the Air Max 90 25th anniversary, the Crocs, bronze, black and infrared. I do have to quickly say about the tone of infrared. It's really hard for my camera to pick up, well, any type of red, but infrared is a bit of a unique colour. Like, it's sometimes pinky, it's sometimes orangey. I do have to say, on the note of infrared, it was originally called high vent orange, so orangey tone is more comparison to the OG. When in 1990 it was called high vent orange, and then they changed it to max orange, and then I believe in the 2000 year when they changed this from the Air Max 3 to the Air Max 90, they called it Infa Red, and then it was changed to Infra Red. I believe, I might be wrong on this, but I think they changed it with an R because Adidas uses the colour infrared as well. That I may be totally wrong, but infrared has gone through a couple of name changes and slight shade changes. Alright, so enough talking. I just need to show you what I was talking about these, about the squeaking. So if you can listen, that's how they sound when you're walking. It's really annoying. So my advice is, do not wear these to a library or anywhere quiet. I think you could only get away with this squeaking noise in a rave or something, because it is pretty loud and pretty annoying. So yeah, I have heard a lot of horror stories on this cork material, just cracking and coming away and stuff. I have all these for the day just to see how they would hold up. They're holding up pretty well, but I would be scared to wear them as a daily. But these aren't a daily kind of shoe. They're more of a collectible or a kind of a art piece for decoration, or you know, just a display piece. Wear them once or twice, and that's just how I'm gonna use them. So yeah, let's get this out of the way. Right, the focus of the video is not these 90s, it's these 90s. So as you can see, we've got a Nike ID. I do have to say, before I show these, a big shout out to Jay Soul Complex. He first showed these on his channel. I'd already got and made mine, but he had the same idea as me, as what I gather a lot of people have, because I have seen a fair few people make this exact ID. So yeah, there you go. It's kind of based on the Atmos duck camos, really. I have changed a couple of, well, one major thing to differentiate it from the duck camos, even though, you know, it doesn't look like them. It's just similar in color and tone. So this, I'm showing these quickly because this option is still available on Nike ID. It's a really good option in terms of quality and craftsmanship. There's nothing I can particularly fault in this pair, so I'm really happy with these. These took an unbelievable 2.5 weeks. Like, that's the quickest ID I've ever had. I couldn't believe it. I was pretty worried when they said they're getting delivered. I was like, what, it's only been 2 weeks? Shit, I bet they've just rushed it. But to be honest, there's nothing I can find to fault these. So okay, so we have the Snakeskin, which is the mid panel, and the mudguard, which I did in green, obviously. And then there is an option for the toe box and the heel cap to be in soft suede, I believe they called it, which would have made it more in line to look like the Atmos, as theirs has got the soft suede. But I wanted the Croc skin just so I could like use it, and I felt with the Croc skin you wouldn't see much creases, and it would be more, it would hold up better in terms of longevity and stuff. And I just wanted to use the Croc skin because I like it. So yeah, it's not infrared. I forget the tone of red which they classed it as. I believe there was only one type of red, so whichever red it is, then it's this, and it is very close to this type of infrared, fucking, it's slightly different, like, and I mean slightly. You could not like differentiate them really. Like the Crocs are a little bit more orange, but it's pretty much infrared. You can't really differentiate it too much. There is a couple of things I don't like on Nike ID 90s. One being the heel patch. I wish they would just paint that bit black. Like, yeah, that's just a minor. And then another minor thing is it's always a black sole, or always one coloured piece sole, as opposed to the colour piece there. And then on the toe tip, like you get on, if I could twist myself enough, if you like, you can see on there, I wish they would do the coloured sole like that. But the Atmos 90s have always got a black sole, so yeah, it kind of matches with that. The bubble only had, I think, 3 options, this being the silver columns. I think there was a black bubble, so it wasn't the columns, it was the actual bubble, so it was all blacked out. And then a pink one, I believe, but obviously I went for the silver because it kind of is the closest to the white. So yeah, so the snakeskin, it's based on a suede, and then it's like got the snakeskin pattern overlaid, and then it's got the crisscrosses printed over the top. So basically it is a suede feeling material, so it is nice and soft. The only concern I would have is if you do scratch it, like you can scratch these off, but that's a minor. The Croc skin, I have heard people mention this, and obviously it's right, but Croc skin does vary. Obviously it's not going to be exactly the same like size of squares as real Croc skin would be, but you know, some can be very different to the other, but mine have come out pretty well. Like, I'm not concerned about them looking slightly different. Mine I'm really happy with. The material of the Croc skin is a leather base. It's pretty good leather. It's for IDs are usually better quality than like the premiums pretty much. So this is a pretty good leather. It will hide the creasings because it will just go across the lines, and then the Croc skin goes all the way up the tongues, which features we'll call it infrared because I forget the tone of red that they actually called it, infrared patch. I did the 2 infrared like the Atmos. So yeah, what do you think of my Atmos inspired Croc skin 90? I believe these are £140, but you can use pulse codes on the IDs if you're in the UK. So I believe I got these for 110-ish, which for 110 I'm really happy with these, and 2.5 weeks is the quickest I've ever had an ID. So yeah, I'm really happy with these. Like, there's nothing I can really complain about in terms of quality. Like, these are amazing, and I would jump on them while the option is still available. The new option for the 90 is a pony hair, and it's really sick. Like, there's zebra and cheetah skin, and there's all sorts of pony hair. I have fiddled about with it, but I haven't found one that I've thought, oh, I have to get that. So yeah, maybe I might get that eventually. I have got a few Air Max 90s to show on my channel. I don't want to drown you all in Air Max 90s, so if you do want me to like mix and match, I have got a couple of other things like Flyknit Maxes, couple of LeBron 10 and 11 comparison videos still need to do. I will do that, and I will do the 90 comparison video, but I'm waiting to get another one to throw into that. And what else? A couple of Arachis IDs. So if you want to see anything in particular, if a fair few people say I want to see the Arachis, then I'll show the Arachis next. But I'm gonna